Hey, what's up, Taurus? Welcome back to another Timeless General Tarot reading. I've decided to do things a little differently, and I've changed up the camera setting to allow people to actually see me. Star of the World card, poking out a little bit for you. Completion of your hope. Oh, and also you're on the World card as a fixed sign as Taurus. That's interesting. Very powerful arcana. The star is, it's a sort of optimism about the future. And the World card is endemic of something coming to completion, so your hope coming to completion, your hope coming to fruition is a piece of this, which is pretty cool to see. Strength card on the bottom of the deck, another quality that would help to achieve all of that, and very interesting also because your Taurus and Leo are both on the World card, so kind of an interesting correlation here. And then the star is the sun in its own right, which is also a Leo symbolism. Cat just jumped up on the table, hopefully she won't mess with anything. And, okay, so we have another card for you, and it's the Two of Pentacles. Card about balance. Well, it's what you need sometimes to get to this star. To actually complete this cycle here. If you have your Two of Pentacles out of whack and you're out of balance, it can interrupt your ability to accomplish whatever this hope is from the star card, whatever this dream is that you're looking to achieve from the star card. But it's in the upright, so we're looking at, oh, it's also earth energy. So we've got some Taurus earth energy playing out here. And all this is a good sign. Most of my readings would be very happy to have a reading that starts out like this. A lot of times it's a lot more negative energy, so very cool to see all this energy like this. Even the strength card on the bottom of the deck, pretty cool. Interesting correlations. Nothing else to really speak on for the Two of Pentacles, like Ten of Wands in reverse. So amongst this other energy, like another card of completion, it kind of matches the World card. Whoops, almost dropped the star card. So it almost matches the World card here. The World card is the completion of a cycle, and the Ten of Wands reverse is somebody who has, in this context, because of how much energy you've got flowing here like this, I'm reading this Ten of Wands as a alleviation of pressure, not a stagnation in pressure. So there's a lot of pressure getting lifted off your back with whatever achieving whatever this is. And a lot of the energy is aligned properly with Two of Pentacles, that you're managing to balance things properly. And that made a huge difference on actually getting to this Ten of Wands. And it's the reason why you're finally going to be able to put that burden down in a different sense. Very interesting. Very good. Very interesting, very good. I am not disappointed in this one. Sometimes my Taurus reads are a little tougher, but this is great energy so far. So there's anything else for Taurus here? I mean, sometimes you get the point pretty quickly. Something almost flipped out. This wanted to come out. So we've also got this followed up with Two of Swords in reverse, though. So that's a little interesting. But once again, I guess it depends here, because Two of Pentacles is about balance, whereas Two of Swords is, I don't really see it as much about balance as it is about, it's about making a decision, so it's really about contemplation. So in another sense, more than so than the Two of Pentacles, which is really about the application of material balance. So if we're looking at this, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands reversed, Two of Swords reversed, I'm inclined to see this Two of Swords reversed as moving on from how certain things in the past have made you feel, which is part of what you might be hoping for here. And with the completion of this cycle, with the Ten of Wands coming to an end, like whatever this thing in the past was that you were worried about with the Two of Swords, is usually what's happening is when you're applying the Two of Swords energy in the upright, you're taking a minute to sift through your past and your history and make sure that there isn't any like false emotional resonance within what you will use later for your judgments. So in the reverse, it's like you can get stuck doing that, but I'm seeing it in this instance, to be more specific, that it's you you don't need to stay in that mode anymore. You can actually move on from that contemplative mode. You don't have to like sift over your history as much as what I'm seeing from that. You don't need to power up in that way anymore. You've got that kind of down here, and you don't have to worry about it as much because you've dropped your Ten of Wands, so you don't have to constantly be going over your history the same way anymore. So very interesting. It's tricky to get that kind of energy for Two of Swords in reverse. A lot of times it's more about stagnancy and needing to grow and change, but these other cards around, all four of the cards leading up to it were kind of about growth and change, being successful. So that Two of Swords is reading much differently. It's reading as, it's like a weird perk. You don't have to stay in that mode anymore. You don't have to contend with your history so much anymore. You don't have to be guided. You don't have to be wary of how your past makes you feel and how that might disrupt your ability to make decisions. And it could just be because you don't have to make the decisions anymore. So it's very kind of an interesting mix here for that. So that's pretty cool. This kind of wanted to flitter out a little bit. Judgment in reverse. Splits on the Wheel of Fortune. Death card in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Gee. Okay, so let's see. Something clear. Judgment in reverse would be disappointing. That'd be more of a sign of overconfidence for some reason, which would lead a very different story from all of this. Then getting your hope and finally achieving that provided you some kind of, or could provide you some kind of balance, but like it takes away a different kind of energy almost. If we were counting that Judgment in reverse card, it would definitely change the reading up. So I didn't take it that time. Let's see what else I can get though. This kind of wanted to wiggle out. Nine of Wands. That would be very akin to sort of relishing in your quality. Four of Pentacles. Another kind of stabilization of power card. So nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Those are really about being stable in your manifestational capacity, which a lot of this would suggest that you are. If your hopes can come true, that's a pretty good sign of that. Devil of reverse, or Devil in reverse, slipping out a little. Usually means getting over some kind of illusion. With the Empress on the split, so like not a terrible combo. Just good energy. Good energy of being able to achieve what you want to. I mean, these two really tried to come out, so I'm going to take them. King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So that's kind of hard to do because fire sign. And then Ten of Pentacles reverse. That's not cool. Maybe an old energy. What you're guarding yourself from the beginning with the Two of Swords energy. By guarding your heart differently, by not being led around by how your past makes you feel. By putting that aside, it helped you to achieve these things and complete these cycles. But if you put that down, you have the capacity to act out in different emotional fashions, and that's where King of Wands energy comes from. What's disappointing though is to see the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, because that's very often a sign of complacency. It's a sign of getting complacent with success and then like putting up with the deterioration of it, because your energy is you're missing something regardless of what is supposed to be all of your success. It can be also a sign of loss. So kind of a very typical run through here of like gaining success and then having some complacency, running into some more complacent energy. Almost out of necessity, because you've put down all the work it took, and it took away the necessity for you to act in a certain way, and it has simultaneously it has empowered other qualities in you. And if incorrectly applied, those qualities can deteriorate your well-being and your material stability. And that's not what I want to see from King of Pentacles, King of Wands potential, and it's in the upright. Upright King of Wands potential, and being able to achieve this star in this world card with other great signs here that it's all for good. So it's like an interesting sign of complacency. Be wary of some complacency that could disrupt your well-being. So, alright, that was about 10 minutes, so I'm going to cut it here now, Taurus. Thank you for being here. I hope this helped. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Take care. Good luck. See you later.